Hey guys, Kino here. I've got a quick video today just to show you how to use the new templates for MSE that let you make these cool art flavor splashes like the ones you can find in game. They look pretty good, but they are a massive pain to make, so today I'm just going to walk you through that process of making them. So once you have the update, launch MSE, and now whenever you launch it, you'll see you have these two new template options at the end of the list. Now you never want to use these as your default for a project because they'll just fill up the entire screen and make it impossible to navigate. So instead choose any of the other ones, use whichever one your default is. I use the large frames, and now you can use the style tab to change any card into one of the two templates. If it's a unit, use this one, or if it's a spell, use the spell one. Now you can see the problem straight away. They take up the entire screen. The card list is pushed off to the right. But luckily you can use a few keyboard shortcuts to get around this. Now while you're on the style tab, you can use left and right to flick between different templates. And when you're on the cards list, you can add extra cards like that. And once you've got extra cards, you can use page up and page down to navigate between them so that you can always go onto a regular card so that you can navigate between your list. The most helpful shortcut when navigating with these giant templates is this button here, the rotate card button. This will let you flip it to the side so that you can access your card list and so that you can access the areas of the template that might be hidden on your display. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is add the art. Now the art takes up almost the entire template, which is most of the screen, and because it's so big, the image slicer just isn't practical to use. So what I'd recommend doing is just throwing in any old picture, literally anything like so. And you can then cut that out and put it into an image editor like this. And this will show you the dimensions of the image you need. So once you've got that, you can go to your art, which I have here, and copy that, paste it in here, keep canvas size, and I'm pretty lucky this is the exact same width as it should be. Ordinarily you'd have to scale it so that it fits. In my case it's a really nice fit. You might have to do a little bit of editing to make it look nice and centered, but I'm happy with this as it is. So I'll copy this and paste it straight back into the art field, and there we go, that's the image done. Now the next step is to change this tag at the top, and it follows a simple set of rules. I'll go over them quickly. First of all, if the card is a champion, this should always say champion, and that includes if it's a champion spell. If it's say Echo's Phase Dive or Jinx's Get Excited or something, you want to change that to champion even if it's a spell. If it's a follower, then if it has a tribal tag, group, poro, dragon, anything like that, then you write that in there. And if it's neither of those, if it's just a regular follower, you write unit. For spells, if it's just any spell, you write spell, and if it's a skill, you write ability. And I think that's it. The card name obviously goes here, put in Echo like that. Now the spacing isn't quite right in MSE, the letters should be slightly further apart, so I like to put a space between each letter. Now you might not like that, it is a bit too far apart, but I think it looks better than just writing out plain. Region here, simple enough, and the last two fields are on the bottom of the screen, too low for me to reach, so I'll flip the card upside down. This is where it gets fun. We have here the flavor text field and the artist field. It has illustration by default, you can just leave that. I'll grab the artist from here, just paste that in. And finally the flavor text. Now you probably don't want to write this upside down, so what I do is I pull up an image editor or just this field here in set info, anything you can type in works. Write the flavor text here and then just copy and paste it in. Now I'll write text quickly, there we go, copy that and paste it in. And that's the splash essentially finished. So now you can rotate it, copy the card and go back to your image editor, and there you go. Even though it's rotated, it pastes the correct orientation, so this is pretty much finished. So that's how you can use MSE to make your splashes. Looking forward to see what you can make with them.